Dante Bonamico joins us now. Dante, welcome in and congratulations.
Thank you, Fred. How you guys doing?
Well, we're doing fine, and obviously the Bridgeport Indians are doing great. Victorious tonight, 28-20. And before we get into Bridgeport, I think you have to give a shout-out to Fairmont Senior. That was a ball club that just refused to go away tonight.
Oh, absolutely. And that's a good team we played. That's a top 4 team, obviously in the state. And they came to play. They had a good game plan coming in on defense and offense. And they're a physical team. They came to play and they hit us in the mouth. And you got to give them all the credit in the world. They're a good group.
You had that 14-0 lead in the second half, Dante, and then Fairmont Senior comes back with a couple of touchdown passes to tie the game at 14 apiece in the third quarter. You had to be thinking, okay, now let's strap it back up and go back out there on offense, and you did. You responded with a couple of touchdowns to make it 28-14. Talk about the resiliency of your Bridgeport ball club. Had the 14-0 lead, tied at 14, then you came back to score a couple touchdowns to put it away.
Yeah, it's just sticking to what we do, and we didn't go away from anything, and it's just keep grinding, keep pushing, and that's what we did to sustain a long drive to put up 21-14, and then our defense turned right back around and made another huge play to put us up 28-14, and it was just a game of big plays, and we stuck to it, and we grinded it out.
Don't want to put you on the spot, Dante. Is that the first time this season you guys have been tied like that before? You regrouped and got it going late in the ballgame?
Yeah, I think so. What was it? Bird had us a couple times. I don't know if it was ever tied, that late into the game.
Mm-hmm.
And it just showed, the heart and what we had inside of us. And we dug deep and found something, luckily.
The Robert C. Byrd game was a 48-21 game. That was in the regular season. And in the playoffs, you beat Byrd again 41-13. We were talking just a moment ago about your opponent in the state championship game next Friday night will be Tulsa High. And it's a Rebels ball club, Dante, that shut out Herbert Hoover in the quarterfinals, shut out Mingo Central tonight in the semifinals. So Tulsa has that good defense. But they also have a good runner as well on Luke Presley. So I don't know how much you really know about Tulsa heading into the state championship game next week, but they're very good defensively, a couple of shutouts in a row in the playoffs, and a good runner on Luke Presley. I bet you're excited to take on Tulsa next Friday night.
Absolutely. And Coach said at the end of the game, it's a new opponent, and it's one we're not familiar with. And we're going to spend this next couple of days, scouting them and see what they have. And, we definitely heard about the running back, and, he's a good athlete. So, it's just coming to play, doing our assignments. And, we're up against a good team.
Well, I guarantee you the Tulsa Rebels have heard about a couple of nice running backs that the Bridgeport Indians have, too, and Dylan Tonkery and Dante Bonamico and Zach Spurlock and the whole crew. You guys, I think to me, and I've been around this game a long time, you really epitomize what team is all about.
Yeah, and it's not one guy, one in the spotlight. We could care less, who scores touchdowns or who has 1,000 yards. It's just getting the job done night in and night out. And Coach tells us, go out there. If you get your number called, do your job. If you don't, do your job. And it's just it shows, what team we have and what we're all about here.
Dante, we were talking to you earlier in the year on the Wednesday night program about the back-to-back state championships and what it would mean for this team to win a third straight. Talk about that. I know you have 4 quarters still to go and a good opponent in Tulsa. But what would it mean if you could go out there next Friday night and pick up a third straight state championship?
Oh, it'd be unbelievable. And to do it with, this group of guys for 3 years now is just awesome. And it means a lot to the city, a lot to our school, and a lot to our football program to three-peat. And it's I can't even put it into words.
Head coach Josh Nicewarner. Josh, welcome in, buddy.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
Yes, sir. Going back again, and what a ball game tonight. We were listening to the game, and poor old Travis, I thought he was going to have a heart attack there a couple of times, but heck of a ball game, buddy.
Travis always doubts.
Well,
But, yeah, I mean, it was a great game between two great teams. Our offense struggled really most of the game. Penalties, really put us in long drive situations, and We're not the quick strike offense that we've been known to be, and targeting those 15 yards in 3 plays, and we continued to, consecutive possessions to do that to ourselves, and got in a jam. But story of this game was our defense scored 14 points for us. I can without a doubt tell you that our defense won this football game.
I was going to ask you about that, Coach. 28-20 was the final score over Fairmont Senior, but what a turnover for a touchdown in the first half, and a really huge and key important turnover for a touchdown in the second half, and really the story in that game tonight.
Oh, it was everything. Kids made great plays. Elijah Drummond and Luke Southern there on the first one. Made great breaks on the ball, and it's just a matter of making the catch and running to the end zone. But our defense was tremendous. Dropped 7 a lot tonight. Really forced Dom Smith to run out of the pocket, which hurt us a good bit. But got the pressure on him when we needed to, and forced them into some unfamiliar situations. But all in all, our defense was certainly what got us through this night.
We're talking with head coach Josh Nicewarner of the Bridgeport Indians, victorious tonight 28-20 over Fairmont Senior. We had Dante Bonamico on just a little while ago, Coach, and he said something that I think just epitomizes what your ball club is all about. And the statement made that, hey, Coach always says, if your number's called, do your job. If your number's not called, do your job. That's a team effort, if I've ever seen one.
Well, it is, and we had a score right before half to put us up going into the break, and it's exactly what it was. It was a busted play. Really just kind of called it to run the clock out, and our quarterback Zach Spurlock didn't give up on the play, and tailback Dylan Talker didn't give up on the play, and we had 9 guys downfield blocking for him. Seth Friel had a huge block in that sequence of events, and allowed us to go in with the momentum, and these kids are fighters, and that's a testament to the 17 seniors we have on this team. But they bail each other out because I think 8 of the 11 are playing both ways. So the lack of production on offense was certainly picked up on the defensive side of the ball.
You win this game by 8, 28-20. You had the 14-0 lead in the second half before Dom Smith connected on a couple of touchdown passes to tie the game at 14 before you scored 2 of the final 3 touchdowns to win it. A lot has to be said for J.L. Abbott's Fairmont Senior Ball Club. They really came to play in the semifinal game, and a much different story than the 35-0 regular season win. They gave you a battle tonight, so hats off to Fairmont Senior as well.
Well, without a doubt, our offensive woes they had a lot to do with that. Make no mistake about it. I mean, we shot ourselves in the foot, but they did not make things easy on us. We didn't really have an answer for the Stills brothers. They kept us from breaking those big plays. I mean, we were getting to the second level and taking on safeties, which hats off to them. So JL should be proud of his team. I know it's a heartbreaker for them, but they certainly represented North Central West Virginia extremely well, and my hat's off to them.
All right, buddy, you're going back to Wheeling, trying to three-peat, and I know you got a lot of work to do. There's no question about that. You get certainly a quality opponent in the Tulsa Rebels. They are 12-1 on the season, and they lost by 1 point down in Boyd County, Kentucky. So they got a very good ball club. Mike Smith and Luke Presley and the whole crew. They've never won a state championship, so they're hungry. But I got a feeling you'll have your Indians pretty hungry as well.
Because a team 2 years ago, nobody really gave much of a shot, and came out with a state championship. We're pretty familiar with who that team was, and we got to focus on that. And you've worked for 17 years. Of last year's state championship team, and through these 13 games, they've done everything they needed to do to win. Hasn't always been pretty, but we've continued to battle, and once again, it's actually kind of nice to be playing an uncommon opponent, one that I'm not sure we've ever played. So it'll be nice to see something new, but Tulsa's there for a reason. They've been successful, and I know they beat a very good Mingo Central team tonight, shut them out actually. So, kudos to them. But we're going to focus on ourselves this week. We're going to fix some things that need to be fixed and be ready to go.